Apple Music now has more than 17 million subscribers, and more than 70 songs have been originally released on Apple Music. The Apple Music Festival in London begins on September 18th, and there will be a live streaming to all Apple devices. The App Store now has 140 billion downloads. There are 106% more downloads in 2016 than 2015. It has 2 times the global revenue in the last quarter of its nearest competitor, and gaming is the biggest category. There are currently 500,000 games, and there is a new game coming called Super Mario Run, and it is not out yet, so I can't show you it, but I can tell you that it will be coming in this holiday season, and it will be paid for at a set price instead of a continuous paying. So Mario will automatically run to the right. You can tap to jump. Now you can play one-handed, and there is a battle mode where you can compete with players around the world. So the battle mode has a score, which is determined by the number of coins you collect and the number of toads you impress, since the toad characters appear every time you do a daring move. And there's no flagpole. You just do the battle mode until the time runs out. And you can see the other players as stickers. So there is also this Mushroom Kingdom, which you can grow by collecting coins. Apple Watch is the number 2 selling watch behind Rolex, and the number 1 selling smartwatch. It is also number 1 in customer satisfaction. So it will also tell you. So there is this new app, Pokemon Go, for the Apple Watch. It has a screen that shows you how far you've walked, how long you've been walking, how many calories you've burned, and what Pokemon are nearby. And it will give you notifications if a Pokemon appears, if you reach a Pokestop, if you earn a medal, or if you hatch an egg. The same icon as the S, except with the 7. It moved antenna line, sloped camera, bigger camera. 2 new colors, Space Black and Piano Black, and no more Space Gray. This is actually exactly what happened with the exception of the 7 logo. It will have a True Tone display and a better color gamut. The display did feature the wire color gamut. The camera should be receiving a redone flash unit, 4 LEDs instead of 2 LEDs. The quad LED flash in the iPhone 7 puts out 50% more light, and there is a flicker sensor, which will help get rid of artificial light flickering. As expected, Apple introduced a major camera upgrade along with this quad LED flash. So the iPhone 7 has the new 12 megapixel camera. It has an f1.8 aperture. The iPhone 7 Plus has a dual lens camera with a wide angle lens at f1.8 and a telephoto lens at f2.8. The iPhone 7 Plus's dual lens camera can also provide depth of field, which can be previewed live. Now the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus both have optical image stabilization. They now have a 6-element lens instead of a 5-element lens. The iPhone 7 Plus allows an optical zoom of up to 2 times and a digital zoom of up to 10 times. The iPhone 7 still has the same 5 times digital zoom, no optical zoom, wire color capture, and body and face detection instead of just face detection. And the front-facing camera will also be upgraded 1080p 5 megapixels. The front-facing camera was 1080p, but it also had 7 megapixels instead of 5 megapixels. This also has the wide color capture and has auto image stabilization. It also comes with the new body and face detection. Rumors are saying that the iPhone 7 will be hexa-core. The iPhone 7 is rumored to be coming with a 2.4 GHz processor. The Apple A10 Fusion isn't hexa-core, but does have a 40% power increase, 50% in graphics. The Apple A10 Fusion has 4 cores, 2 high-power cores, and 2 high-efficiency cores. The reason for the low-power cores is for purposes like checking your email and stuff like that that don't require a very fast processor. The battery will be upgraded on the 7 up to 1960 milliamp hours. The home button will probably use haptic feedback. Apple did get rid of the mechanical home button that we've always had. However, now it has a larger haptic engine, which allows for much better haptic feedback, as well as the speakers have also been upgraded. There are now 2 front-facing speakers, which are at twice the volume of the 6S. Apple will be getting rid of the 3.5mm headphone jack. The battery in the iPhone 7 should last 2 hours longer than the 6S, and the battery in the 7 Plus should last up to 1 hour longer than the 6S Plus. A laser-based proximity sensor. Apple introduced the Apple Watch Series 1 and Series 2. The Series 1 is the first generation with a dual-core processor, and the Series 2 is the next generation Apple Watch. This S model is supposed to have a faster processor and a new GPS chip. The S release was called the Apple Watch Series 2, and it did feature a faster dual-core processor and a GPS. Apple is also expected to release a bigger battery. Unfortunately, the new Apple Watch has the same battery life as the old one did. Apple is expected to release micro LED. While it did not come with micro LED, it did come with second generation OLED, which is 2 times brighter than the original display and thinner. Something called Greeting Exchange. The Series 2 did not include Greeting Exchange. However, it is water resistant instead of splash resistant. The Apple Watch also has new Nike Plus and ceramic models.